Hello everyone to my channel. This is 369 Fantasy. Today the video will be about new season of F1 Fantasy and the second race, the sprint race in China. This is coming a bit early. I was planning to do my first video in Japan, but just because of the circumstances and thinking about using one of the best chips in the game, decided to make video. Let's hope will be helpful for some of you. Last season I finished 330 in the world. Of course, crazy, enjoyable game. Not all the time. As long as you're lucky, but we talk about this another time. I'll make a special video about F1 Fantasy and F1 in general as well. So the plan was to do Japan, but just because I did decent, 240 points in the first race in Australia, I decided, and I wasn't hit by any DNFs, minuses and stuff, so by the looks of it, my budget will be alright on my drivers. So I decided, I think it's quite good time to do Limitless this race in China. I think season 20, not the season, this season, the season before, I really smashed it, really helped me as well. It was one of the best races to play your Limitless. Risky but best. Now of course it's risky as well because new regulations, new teams, many things can go wrong anytime. It's not as safe as we want to, but I think the risk is quite worth it at the moment. So I have in general in the past, like I said, 330 last season and top 5k in general the seasons before. So the team I had in Australia was George Russell ×2, Leclerc, and then the lower tier drivers Liam Lawson, Lindblad and Esteban Ocon. As a teams, I had to choose Ferrari and RB. So by the looks of it now, everything, only maybe eventually Liam Lawson might drop, or it's not necessarily will drop, because the amount of overtakes we get in this season probably will be so easy for him to get about 8 points for race. And this game you gotta be a bit more aggressive in general. Safe play, because the races are not many, and safe plays hardly ever work. That's in my opinion. If you wanna, that's in general. If you wanna win something, you gotta take a risk here and there, and you gotta have a look. At least 50% of the times you of the whole game, the fantasy games in general, you gotta have a look. So Limitless. Why Limitless? I'm thinking because many players now are very low on budget still. Nobody, you will be so in front of them playing all these top drivers. The picture looks at the moment very clear who are the top teams. Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren. That's the teams which are visibly the best at the moment. And by the time the season progresses, there is quite a big possibility, let's say for example, to have few surprises like Alpine. Even we can see Pierre Gasly doing so amazing today on the qualifying sprint. So because they have Mercedes power unit, so we don't know, they might really become something like, let's say, like McLaren last season. Why not? Why not? Because the reason these teams succeed, I have chance to succeed, is firstly because they have the best power unit, which is the most important in this case. So it's quite good possibility to see some of these teams in the mid-table to have really big progress in the let's say next after 4-5 after Japan, or after let's say a bit later in the season. Even if you see now Aston Martin so bad, they are in general dream team apart from Lance Stroll, and we don't know if Honda able to maximize their engine somehow and get back intact and actually works for the team. We don't know. They could turn it around after the half of the season, and by the time they do this, before start doing, eventually them or somebody else who is like on the bottom, they could, like Williams are very bad, but they could develop, as we know, Williams there with Mercedes engine as well, power unit. So in this case, we know that these teams will more likely hit rock bottom on the budget, and they will be easy to buy. Eventually, we think they get a massive jump in performance. You go get wildcard and you get them, and you have very cheap, really well performing drivers in your team. You can combine them with the top drivers and teams you want to have. So I think that's the main reason I'm choosing Limitless in this race over 3 times. Do I really need to say the team I'm choosing? I think all I need to say is the fifth driver. So obviously Ferrari, Mercedes, and the 5th driver I'm thinking of Lando Norris and 2x on George Russell. Let's hope and cross fingers everything will go by plan, because all we know is still quite new regulations. Could be crazy race, quite many things happen. We do rely on luck quite much on this fantasy game, so good luck to you all. I hope you get the best result for you this second race and this season in general, and take care. See you next time.